It is now time for Ask the Expert. Charitable giving is at an all-time high, with Americans giving $373 billion to charities last year.
Think your donation is too small to make a difference? You're going to want to think again. The largest amount of money comes from people who give small donations. Financial planner Mike Williams from WealthWisconsin.com is joining us now, and you've got 5 ways that you can give while still sticking to a budget, because you want to balance it.
Yeah, that's true. The first thing, obviously, you're going to crunch the numbers. I'll tell you what I find most successful with my clients. They're building this in throughout their budget throughout the year. You come along this time of year, there's a lot of things that come up along the holidays and other giving. You might get sidetracked and you get off, or you get derailed when it comes to giving. So building into the budget goes a long way. I'd start with crunching the numbers to make sure if there's something you're passionate about, you can stick to it.
And a great way to do that is maybe you work somewhere that allows you to take maybe a percentage out of every check and give it to
Exactly. You automate it, it's a lot easier to take care of it then.
And other than using that automated service, how else can you kind of tackle that giving and still staying on budget?
You know what? It's okay to start small. As you said, that $373 billion, almost 75% of that came from individuals like us. So starting small, think about it. You go grocery shopping, pick up an extra canned good, and give that away at a charity you're passionate about. Troops overseas, that goes dismissed a lot of times. I was overseas. I was in Iraq for a long time. It's overwhelming to see how many contributions come your way. Schoolroom classes of kids that give granola bars.
A little Christmas
yeah,
tree.
Little lemonade packets, you name it. It's not dismissed. Folks love it. So starting small is a great way to get into it. Highly recommend doing that.
I'm a big fan of this next one here, because we're going to do this at the Shamraz house in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Here.
What is that?
Winter cleaning.
Yes.
Get rid of the stuff that needs to be donated finally.
See, it's not always about cash. We all have things around our house that somebody else might need. You know, I got a little boy at home, he's growing like a weed. He plays with one toy one week, and after that he never looks at it again. I'm sure other kids might want those toys as well. Electronics, furniture, clothes, those donations come in handy. So that's when they talk about winter cleaning. It's just not springtime. We can do it this time of year as well.
Yes, one man's trash is another man's
You got
treasure.
it.
And lastly, it doesn't always have to be tangible. Our time is also extremely important.
That's huge. Volunteering goes a long way. If there's a charity you're passionate about, you want to get involved with, actually giving your time, they love when folks participate in that forum. It works out great. You learn how the charity works. It's a great way to teach family members, a young youth, to see how it feels to be selfless and help others, and the generosity. Great way to get involved.
And if you give, you can sometimes receive if you track your miles and you get your receipts. Tell us about the tax
You got it.
deductions.
Some motivating factors for people is the tax deduction that comes with it. The thing I'll stress there, if you're giving, try not to give cash then. You want some sort of record, whether it's a check or a credit card, a way to get a receipt, so when it comes to tax time, it makes your life a little easier.
All right. All good advice. Have a question for any of our experts, you can send an email to asktheexpert@todaystmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail, that number 967-5253. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you guys.